So what do you do when your friend is having a bad day? Hello world, my name is David Dorn, and as a pastor, this is something that I deal with pretty frequently. Because the same principle applies when it's your friend or when it's somebody who goes to your church. When they're having a bad day, one of the things that I do with them is just simply to sit. I get invited out to coffee a lot. And people never invite me out to coffee when, they just got a raise or, their kids are doing well in school. They invite me out to coffee because something is troubling them. Something is giving them a problem. They're going through a crisis. And one of the best things that you can do in those moments is just to simply sit and listen, to give them your attention. What I've come to discover is that the most valuable thing that you have is not your money, it's your time. When you give people your time, you're giving them something that you can't ever get back. So it is something valuable that you are spending on them and into their problem. And just to simply sit and listen. When your friend comes to you and they're just having a really bad day, you don't have to necessarily have all the right answers. But what you need to do is just give them some of your time. Just to be willing to listen. Give them your undivided attention to just sit there and simply be present with them. One of the things that I did when I first became a pastor was I went out and got a watch. Because up until then, my cell phone had been my timepiece. But when you're sitting there with people, you don't want to pull out your cell phone to see, when your next meeting is or, those type of things. When you do that, it breaks the moment that you're having with this person. And I've noticed that people would start to shut down. And I'll be like, no, I've got plenty of time. I just needed to check. So I went out and bought a watch so I don't have to pull out my cell phone. But to give people some of your time, to just be willing to listen. And from there you can offer some advice or give them an ulterior way to see their problem. That's one of my favorite things to do when given the opportunity is to say, hey, think about it through this lens. And I love seeing the look on their face when all of a sudden it clicks. But to just be willing to be present. It's an awesome thing. It could change the way that you are with your friends. It can make you a better friend to them. Anyway, as always, leave me your thoughts and comment down below. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later.